Well, I thought maybe I would take you outside today, even though there's like people working everywhere, birds chirping. I know there's a robin's nest over here. It's going to be pretty ticked off that we're here too, but let's get this weekly oracle message on the books. All right, well, there's no fancy lighting to hide behind. Completely transparent out here in nature. So here's the lineup. Tell me what you think. First, we're gonna pull a friend, wisdom keeper. We haven't done one of these in a long time. And then, it's Memorial Day. I just felt like, a lot of people are in remembrance and appreciation. There are some people that need comfort today. Let's pull an archangel card. So we're going to do a wisdom keeper, an archangel, and then we're going to do a sacred stone. So it's like big card, medium card, teeny weeny little card. And then we'll do our Andaria oracle activation once we get our lineup. So, okay, you ready? So what was really interesting was the angels flipped, like the deck kind of cut itself, and so I've already seen like those two ones. And then the sacred stones, I was only going to pull one, but then I kept looking at the bottom, which was protection. So that one's also up as well. The only one I didn't get to peek of was the first stone and our friend. But I did notice that I didn't put it out, but like on the bottom of the keeper, the wisdom keepers, the bottom card was magnetism. So right away, I just want to remind myself and everyone that, our energy attracts the people to us, right? If we are, shining our light, if we are being brilliant, we will magnetize the situations to us. We will bring the people in our reality that are of most benefit, most enjoyable, right, of the same vibration. So be very mindful of what you're putting out, because that is what you will draw onto yourself. Magnetism, right? All right, so let me grab you. Okay, here's our little lineup. Most shown. So, it is Memorial Day, and I was saying that some people needed comforted perhaps today. And Archangel Sandalphon comes out with a message of gentleness. Okay, so let's be gentle to everyone around us, what they're going through, and of course ourselves as well too. But when we're on social media, before responding, or more accurately reacting in a harsh way, let's take a minute and run it through our heart space, right? Our heart filter, we've talked about that before. Let's run it through our heart filter and just kind of be considerate about where everybody's at, because we're all on different paths, right? No one has the same path. So we really need to be mindful and respectful to everyone. Good Lord, just be respectful to everybody. Okay, and then I did notice a protection card. So I just want to shout out on Memorial Day today to all our veterans who have served our country to protect our freedom, right? That was their intentions, that they're doing it for the highest good of all. Dang it, I just noticed I have bird poop on my foot. All right. Protect your feet. All right, okay. Isn't that like this story of our lives? Sometimes like we try to stay focused and we're all like, words of love, love, love. Bird poop. Back to words of love, love, love. But really, like, let's just, try to stay focused on what we want. Okay, that's just like a big, big message. I am sitting under a tree here. Goodness, I hope you didn't want me to be focused for this video. All right, so let's see what our friend is. Graciousness. Oh my goodness. We've had her before. But it's really sweet that she comes through with gentleness. Okay, so that is where we're at. Learning to see past the constraints of this reality. Today's Monday message I felt like I got the message, do not become swallowed by the details of duality. As we find ourselves in these situations where it's like, are you on the left or the right? Are you on the good or the bad? Are you on this or that? Like, don't get so caught up in the drama, in the distraction. Can you be the one to find the middle ground? Can you be the one to find the connection within the all? Can you be the one to demonstrate graciousness and gentleness? Okay? This is what you're learning, and this is what you're going to teach others. So then it kind of brings us into this protection. You're protecting your energy when you don't get caught up in the drama. You're protecting your vibration, your commitment to spreading light, right? That's what you're doing when you choose gentleness and graciousness. Okay, so let's see what this other sacred stone is. Dang, negotiation. Very interesting. So, negotiation with protection. On topic, to me, this says, can you negotiate that middle ground? Can you be caught up in this 3D drama paradigm and negotiate everyone into a place of gentleness by demonstrating that which you have learned and that which you have learned how to be, which is a state of grace? Okay, so I feel like I absolutely have to read straight from this little book for you. This is the Sacred Stones Oracle deck by Keir Cleary. Negotiation. Negotiation is the art of filling the space between two things that do not meet. This totally answers the questions that I've been asking this morning. So ideally, there are 3 elements present. First, respect. Each party honors themselves and their needs, as well as the needs and existence of the other. So first, respect. Second, honesty. Each party must tell the truth about their priorities and limitations and where they can flex. Third, openness. Willingness to see things a new way. Willingness for outcomes not previously envisioned. Willingness to embrace new perspectives. So that goes back to our learning card, embracing new perspectives. Just because you think you know, be open to knowing and thinking a new way. Have a willingness to embrace, at least embrace and respect a new perspective. So negotiation is a learning experience. So that's why we got this learning card today. When you enter it, you think you know what is happening and who others are. You think you know yourself. You may, if the experience is successful, emerge with some different ideas. Approaching it as a growth opportunity, you will move beyond problem solving to a place of evolution, which is always cause to rejoice. So this council of light says, we invite you, come to the table with a low level of attachment. Simultaneously understand and acknowledge what is of greatest importance to you. Hold this lightly, but with integrity, and trust your companions to do the same. Enter into negotiation, whether with yourself or with another person, a community or an entity of some kind, with good faith and an uplifted manner. So the message is to trust, and we've heard this week, trust that all will be well. And make it your mission to find that place where everyone meets in ease. So that's a wonderful thing, but it also came with protection. And I mean, here's the thing about this deck. The messages in this little book are so profound, and it's not always what you think. So let's just look at protection as well. Protection, true protection, is based not in fear, but in honesty. So we have these two cards both coming through with a message of honesty. What or whom needs protecting, and from what and by whom. Not the easiest analysis to perform. At the center is the misunderstanding that life is threatened and fear must be taken to heart. Okay, this is very rarely the case. When you feel the need for protection, ask yourself, what aspect of yourself needs protecting? Is it an aspect of integrity, or is it an aspect that is not all it could be in terms of living values? So sometimes a person wants to be protected from the consequences of their choices or lies they have told themselves or others. This kind of protection is harmful in the end. It is better to shower the self with the clear light of honesty and compassion. Then healing takes place and strength and fortitude return. So they say that we understand craving protection when you feel weak, but addressing the roots of the weakness, like working to strengthen core muscles, is a more fruitful path. So it's basically an invitation to call on the counsel of light for protection. Call on your friends, right? What friend did we get this week? Graciousness. Call on graciousness. Call on your spirit guides and angels. Call on your angels. Call on the guardians of the laws. Call on your neighbors. Anyone can help, and generally will. Remember this: most beings want to offer help, and everyone deserves to receive it. So I love that's another message this week, to ask and then receive. Ask and receive. So I just want to touch upon our friend Graciousness, because not only does she have a beautiful message, but she does also talk on the topic that is very current for us, and that is sexual abuse. She was abused by an admired family member. Okay, so then for the rest of her young life, she had to struggle with, really being, if she would have as her body developed more, she would have desires, and when she would think of those, as terrible and bad, and she saw herself as unworthy. So I just want to, touch upon that. Our friend this week does have a message that shines light on just the state of the world, kind of. So many people have experienced sexual abuse and that type of injustice within their family. So I just want to let you know that she's bringing that forth. She also comes forth to tell you that there is nothing in you that is unworthy of love. Okay? Push nothing away. You are lovable. She also has a message of transparency. Transparency is the ultimate path towards grace. Be unwaveringly gracious towards every part of yourself, every feeling, every painful experience. By honoring all that is within you, you will experience the poetry and music of even the most agonizing moments. So this is a message that it is time to heal. It is time to heal. You will naturally find yourself being gracious towards others, touching their emotions, hearts, and souls with the milk of human kindness, and they will bloom in your presence. So this also goes to the teaching and learning. As you learn how to heal yourself, It will literally touch the souls of others and shine a light for them to be healed as well. At your core, she says, you are a glorious, unique manifestation of grace. Honor your suffering and you will discover your gift to the world. So you guys, just an amazing message from graciousness, gentleness, Archangel Zadkiel with teaching and learning, and then we had negotiation and protection. What an interesting layout here for sure. All right, let's get our Andarian crystal. So at this point, I have bird poop on my foot and I have ants crawling all over me. But hey, yo, it's time for the Andarian activation. And be very interesting to see what comes through. Last week we got kind of like an upgrade to our DNA. You know, this week we really are, wow, being pushed to do our healing work a little bit more. Come to that middle ground, negotiate in such a gentle way, graceful way, embracing everything that's happened to us, approaching everyone. And we don't know what's happened to everybody. That's just more motivation to approach every situation with gentleness and compassion. All right, I'm going to pull this one out in the middle. Andarian Red Flame. So you guys have a beautiful week. Thanks so much for sitting outside with me and and working through this really interesting lineup. Andarian Red Flame. I'll see you soon. Have a great, great week. Andarian Flame Red. Allow me to ignite your passion for life once again. Great change and opportunity is available to you now. Simply open to receive it. I will spark the passion in your love life and career. Inspiration and creativity abound when working with my being. If you find yourself feeling stuck, hold me and allow my inner fire to light you up, getting your life flowing once again. Wow, would you say that was pretty much on point, right? So it's talking about reactivating our heart space even though we've been hurt, right? Reigniting that passion, allowing ourselves to have permission to feel that, getting ourselves back in that creative space, allowing that inner fire to light us up, okay? That's cool. That really even goes through the cards that I pulled this morning on Twitter. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I'm definitely still outside, and I just want to remind you that, you know, when I'm pulling cards, if you yourself are receiving messages that you think would benefit the all, be sure to share them with us, because your intuition is golden and your perspective is so important to the collective.